Hello, allergens!
Hey everybody, welcome to Allergies Bite.
But tastes good!
Oh, it is too. We're doing a coffee cake, and it's gluten-free and dairy-free, but it
Two
has...
things that I like.
What's that?
Coffee and cake.
Absolutely, but it has a lot of eggs in it.
Awesome.
So, let's get it going.
Sweet!
We're going to start off with 2 cups of cashews. You can use whatever nut you like the best. You can cut them with a knife or your slap chop or whatever you got. I'm going to use this, and you don't want them super fine. Okay.
That didn't take long.
So that, oh, it doesn't take long. So that looks fine, but there's a lot of big chunks in it. Okay, can you see down there? There's a lot of chunks. So we're going to do 1 more cup. Cup 2. Okay, so to our 2 cups of nuts, we're going to add 1/4 cup of coconut sugar, 1 teaspoon cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. We're going to mix this around a little bit, just so that the cinnamon and stuff isn't sitting on the top. And then we're going to add 1/4 cup room temperature coconut oil. You don't want it melted, but you don't want it rock hard either. And then that is the topping of our coffee cake.
Ooh, it did the top first?
Yes.
Ooh.
This cake is not sweet.
This cake is not normal.
It's not sweet at all. If you like it on the bit sweeter side, I would suggest you add more coconut sugar or whatever sweetener you use.
Well, then let's add more coconut sugar.
No, we're not going to do that.
We could, though.
But we won't. Okay, so just as long as it's just all mixed, and then we'll set this aside. Okay, so now we're just going to put some dry ingredients in this bowl. 3/4 cup coconut flour, 3/4 teaspoon baking powder, so that's 1/4 if you don't have a 3/4 spoon, 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt, and then we're going to mix that up, and then we're going to move on to the wet. Okay, so we're going to start off with the wet ingredients. We have 9 eggs in here.
That's a lot of eggs.
Like I said, it takes a lot of eggs. We're going to beat them up first. While I'm beating this, we're going to add in 1/2 cup of melted coconut oil, but we're going to beat it at the same time in case my coconut oil got like too hot. Because you don't want to roast your eggs.
Now we put the eggs in the pan, not the...
Pan in the eggs. Okay, we're going to add 1/3 cup of nut milk. So you can use nut milk or you can use coconut milk. However, if you want like a little bit more of that coconut taste, use coconut milk, the can. I just didn't feel like opening a can. 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla and 1 teaspoon of coconut extract.
Gotta love the smell of coconut.
Oh man, seriously. Okay, and then we've got 1/4 cup of honey.
And we can make it sweeter too?
You can make it, like, this cake is not sweet. I don't think coffee cakes are supposed to be sweet. I don't know.
I think so.
I made one like many years ago, and I don't think it was sweet either.
It's supposed to be sweet.
Everything in your genre is supposed to be sweet. Okay, and then we're going to...
You should trust me.
No, I don't trust you
You
at
should have
all.
another 1/4 cup of honey in there.
Yuck. Mix it slowly because sometimes that honey will splash up on you. And yes, that's a bad thing.
Is it though?
Okay, so once this is all mixed, we're going to add our dry ingredients in.
And make a flour bomb?
It will...
Flour cloud.
Flour cloud, hopefully not. It'll be really
Runny?
runny, and then the coconut flour will all of a sudden settle, and then it'll be thick. So no worries. Okay, scrape it down. There we go. Okay, we have a 9x9 square pan. We're going to pour in our cake mix. Have our oven set to 350 degrees. And then we're going to put our topping on it.
It's almost going in a complete circle, eh?
What do you mean?
Well, 360 degrees would have been...
Okay. As long as it bakes, it can go in any direction you want. So next we're going to add this topping, and yes, the whole topping goes on top. So just make sure you get it sprinkled all the way across.
So there's no topping to snack on?
Nope. Sides are usually what gets missed, so that's usually what I try to do first. Because everybody likes just dumping it in the middle, right? Okay, there we go. You can just pat it a little bit, don't shove it down. Make sure you get everything covered. And then we'll stick it in the oven and we'll be right back. Okay, so it's been in the oven 35 minutes. So around there, and then what we'll do is I'll take the cake up. No, you're supposed to pull the pan out.
Oh.
I gave you the oven mitts. And we'll let it cool until it is nice and cold. Okay, it's cold. Actually, it's been cold for probably a few hours. So we're just going to cut it. And I wanted to show you something that I really like doing with my coffee cakes and actually my muffins too.
Eat it? Or is that just me?
That's just you. Okay, so we're going to cut a piece. I'm not going to take a corner piece. I'm going to take an inside piece.
Oh, okay. And I take a corner piece?
Okay. So this is what... My hand's in the way, I know. Look at that. This is the cake. Doesn't that look amazing?
Yeah, it looks good.
So we're going to cut it in half. Or more or less. Put this in a bowl. And then I have some vanilla pudding made.
Okay.
Put a little bit of that in the middle. And then your top. And there's your cake.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And I just finished supper. Thank you.
So I hope you enjoyed the video and we'll see you again next week.
Bye.